Did you play the sound?
No, hang on. Let me find it again.
Oh, we
I
still
thought you
have it.
said we
Oh,
were ready.
I forgot I was the
The
band leader
the
here.
pressure, the pressure. What
All
he did
right,
is he came on with the song. Okay, give it to us.
ready. Sorry, I can go loud. I guess I was trying to go louder. It won't let me.
That is so refreshing to know
All
that
right.
we're back. Hello, and we're back from long ago. It's Left Coast Gamers Chat, and I am Paul, and we also have Mark
Hello, everyone.
and Phil.
good to be back.
And unlike other podcasts, when we film, we're all here.
Correct.
I mean, we haven't been for, what is it, 8 months? Something like that.
Yeah,
That's
little
probably about right.
hiatus.
A little
Little
bit of a
hiatus.
hiatus, yeah. So let's jump right in and find out what's going on. We have our newfangled, yeah. So that we were gonna revise. We were gonna tell everyone what was happening in April, and here it is in November. So a lot has happened. Let's start with Mark. Mark, what have you been up to for a couple months?
A lot of busyness in personal life. Life happens. So not getting a lot of gaming in as much as I'd like. But, I've been focusing on Chain of Command a lot. I've been playing a lot of that and sneaking bolt action here and there. And of course, continuing with my painting of my different shame pile choices.
And Phil, what's your update?
So I was playing a little bit of Chain Command earlier, but now I'm playing a lot more Conflict 47, which we'll get into later.
Yes.
Playing playing a bit of Epic Warlords, Hail Caesar, and the regular old BattleTech stuff. I went to a BattleTech convention in Las Vegas in September.
Ooh, we're gonna have to hear about that. So let's go through these cool slides that we did. So Geeky Teas, we have now with Major Wellington, we have a representative of Geeky Teas,
Nice. We do.
Paul H. Right?
Yes. He
And
is working on setting up things there.
yeah, and I've been seeing the. I just played there today, 40K,
Oh,
and
cool.
met with the owner, which was interesting.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so there's a relationship going on there. We're trying to. I don't know if you've heard about the news. They opened up a huge retail space. So now all their 40K and all their old world and all their GW stuff has its own little room. And then all of their miniatures that are like for D&D, Bones, that kind of stuff, Reaper Bones, they're all in a different room that they've just expanded to. So it is like really
Cool.
cool.
Wow.
And I was there on a Sunday afternoon, and it was packed,
Nice.
just packed.
Yeah. And they sell just those two products or
No, they sell a lot. They sell a lot of board
okay.
games, a lot of miniature games. They sell a lot of gaming supplies. They have all kinds of all the speed paints, Army Painter, GW, massive amounts of hobby supplies, dice.
It's nice parking. They have good size space, so everything's nice there.
Never have I gone there and not found a place to park because it goes all the way
Mhm.
around to the back. So there's tons of parking in the back. And the
Yeah.
places that are there don't they're not there on the weekend. They're closed. I think there's a dance
Mhm.
studio. There's like a couple of financial places.
Mhm.
So your parking is wide open. You're not going to be towed or worry about being in someone else's spot. So that's
Sure.
really good.
And I think it's about 20 minutes closer to me than Pasadena, so that's nice for me.
Yeah, but the church is even better for you, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Mhm.
So is this your preferred place to play these days, or?
No, it's not. It used to be, and then we'll see later on what happened recently that's very exciting. But we're going to move on to the next update. That's you, Mark.
Yes, nice. Like I said, I've been not gaming as much as I'd like to, but I have been talking to Xanders. I am going to be doing one game a month there. Probably Bolt Action mostly, but other games like Hail Caesar or Dead Man's Hand or anything people might want to play. So check our Discord at Wager Wellingtons, and you'll see some updates, or even Xander's Discord I'll be posting on. So yeah, it's a great place. She expanded, the owner Jean expanded the room next door, and she's actually something Paul would probably like, expanding her Warhammer contingent. So us historical guys again will be fighting for table space, but that's fine. That's good. Keep her busy, and she just has tons of games, and she has paints there now, and she's open to order what you need. So it's a good place to play.
Now, does she have a 40K product that she's putting up, or?
Not I haven't seen yet. I looked at her wall yesterday. I don't think I saw any 40K. Did I die?
No, you're good.
No, you're still
Oh,
good.
okay. Sorry, something popped up. I don't know why it did that.
Are we still
Um,
recording? It says the time looks in the lobby is frozen for me.
Oh, well, I'm recording on
Okay.
OBS Studio. Hey, a shout out for OBS Studio. OBS Studio is an awesome recording device. We've been using it for our podcasts, and we said, we leveled up from the old days where I think we were doing QuickTime Player,
Something.
dark ages of QuickTime Player.
Yeah. So this is much better. So I have my timer still going, so we're good, I think.
Yeah, and it's recording off camera, so it's just
Nice.
picking up the feed, and I've already tested all our volumes and everything, so it's very cool. I really like OBS Studio, so now I'm gonna contact them and see if I get some money.
There you go. So yeah, Xander's is going well.
Cool. What's next? The green dot. LA War Games. This is me. So Trace, the owner of LA War Games, has been expanding. You can see here he's got plenty of product. He's got board games. He carries a lot of stuff that not many stores carry, other than say Brookhurst. He has some of the really cool figure companies. I just bought something from him, and I want to say it's oh gosh, I was going to have it too. I was going to show it and everything. And anyways, what are some of the World War II figures that we were buying? Artisan, right?
Boltac, Artisan
Yeah.
Design.
Yes, I got the Artisan pack, which is really
Wow.
amazing. They're heavy.
He sells them there.
Yes, and
Wow, that's great.
they're huge.
Yes.
They have 32 figures in them, and just
nice.
in the heavy weapons, so you get like 5 or 6. I should just go get it and just
Yeah.
you know
You want to
pull it out and check. No. You guys talk.
Okay.
Have you guys been
Yeah,
to
no,
LA War
I
Games?
like Artisan Designs sculpt for sure. Hopefully, they're metal troops. I usually buy them for their sculpts and their solid troops.
Yeah, and looking at this picture, I mean, it looks like I see stuff from like Infinity
Mm-hmm.
and Fallout and Aliens and a whole bunch of other games that, yeah, a lot of stores don't carry. So that's
Yeah,
pretty
for
impressive.
sure. And do you know the location of that, Phil?
This is the one that's downtown, in an indoor mall, right in Little Tokyo, basically.
Oh,
I've not,
okay, yeah, right.
I've not been there. I'm not usually downtown, but yeah,
Mhm,
if I was, I would stop by.
Yeah. And he said there's gaming space, I think.
Yeah, and they've actually this area here. They've taken out the center displays here and moved them over. So now there are 3 gaming tables there, and the
Sweet.
terrain is like next level. So this
Nice.
is. Can you see that?
Hold it up higher.
I'm holding. Oh, I gotta hold it up like that.
Block your face.
There we go.
There you go. Oh, Victrix.
Victrix.
Yeah, I love Victrix. Yeah, Victrix is great.
These are like amazingly good figures.
I've been
Wow.
buying all their ancients because they give you so many figures for such a great price.
Yes. And this is 32 figures, and it comes with a bunch, 5 10 guys with Panzerfausts, 3 MG42s, and you can set them up. You can play them mediums
Yeah.
or heavies, doesn't matter.
Right.
3 Panzer Shreks, 3, is that 3? 3 mortar teams, and you can play them, medium or light, it doesn't matter. and then 3 weapons carriers.
Nice.
I know.
Yeah, no, Victrix is awesome. I think they're awesome. I just bought 2 of their elephants.
Yeah, the
Oh,
figures look really good. I haven't put them together yet. It's a big, huge, bag. So you're not
Yes.
paying for a lot of packaging, and you don't feel
No.
like, oh no, I gotta throw away all this stuff. So Vitrix, not Artisan, but he has
Yeah.
Artisan. Don't get me wrong.
Nice.
I just
Yeah. No.
haven't bought any of that.
I love Artisan. They're metal. They're sculpted nicely, but Victrix is great for the price. They have great sculpts, lots of
yeah.
options. So.
But there's a lot of activity going on in the store, not only
Uh-huh.
40K, but also Conflict, and a lot of different games. He has Frostgrave that he sells, and people play. And his Discord is just like blowing up. There's tons of
Sweet.
activity on there and lots of people playing. It's in Little Tokyo, which is really cool. Um,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the LA Angel Street Brewery closed,
Oh,
but there's plenty of places to eat in Little Tokyo. In fact, there's a little um, market in the shopping mall he's in. I think it's called the Little Tokyo Galleria, which
uh-huh.
is really cool. Anyways, that's a awesome place. If you are in the area, go. It's right off the E line at Little Tokyo. You can walk
Sweet.
5 minutes. Very cool. Lots of good
Nice,
parking.
nice.
Has paid parking, so you can feel safe.
Sweet. Very good.
This is like amazing. So this is one of my 40K friends decided to open a shop in Old Town, and it's 45, I think, 42 East Colorado, no, West Colorado, in Old Town, and it's in a basement, so it's really kind of interesting. You can enter it from Colorado or from the alley. I don't know if you're familiar with that area back there. There's that big parking structure. That's where we all park.
Oh,
And
okay. Yeah.
they
Yeah.
have 3D printers, the Bamboos, that have been
Oh,
just printing nonstop since they opened. They've opened really recently. I think their soft opening was in October, and then they full kicked into gear. Um, so it's been in full operation. But you can see on this, I'm just gonna, you can see all this table here is full of 40K terrain, and they
sweet.
have mats. So they carry all kinds of board games, but like Xander, they have a ton of just come on in, grab a game, sit down and play. They have these really
Sweet.
cushy easy chairs and
Uh-huh.
sofas in the
Uh-huh.
back. So it's really cool. And every time I come in now, there's, kind of what we traditionally consider board gamers, not
Hmm.
miniature gamers, back there
Hmm.
playing and hanging out and having a great time. Um,
Nice.
yeah, and there's lots. I mean, Cheesecake Factory is only a 5 minute walk from there.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah, and then there's 3 bars literally next door. There's
Oh,
Kings Row, Lucky Baldwin's, and another one across the street.
is this located where the other place was? What was the other store that's
So
gone?
the other store was Gameology,
Oh yeah,
and then it
Gameology.
was Games People Play, and then
Hmm.
it was No More, um, and it was a couple blocks over to the west from where this
Okay.
is.
Okay, so this is east of
Yeah.
that.
And what was
Okay.
interesting about that place is when you park in the parking structure, you had to go down the parking structure and then walk about half a block.
Mm-hmm.
Now you get out of the parking structure and it's literally in the alley that you just exited.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
Yeah,
nice.
so it is a super easy. And the parking there is pretty. I mean, I've parked on the roof before, but I've never
Hmm.
been denied parking. But
Hmm.
it's a fantastic store, and it's owned. One of the owners is the judge, yeah, the head judge for LVO for 40K.
Oh,
Oh,
nice. There you
So
go.
if you play 40K, you'll always get your questions answered,
There you go.
which
how many
is
tables do they? How many tables do they have there?
they have I think 15,
Oh wow.
and
Wow.
that's yeah, and they've already had their first RTT, and then they're having a really cool one on the 20th. That's for casual play. So I went to the other one, and it was heavy duty competitive. So I got trounced really soundly.
Right.
This one's
Right.
supposed to be a little more fun. It's called a White Elephant, which is really
Okay.
fun. So I don't know how they're going to work it, but I guess when you get a prize, people can exchange
Oh,
prizes, and you
so
can
you want to
exchange.
be the last prize?
I guess I don't know, but it's one of those cool ones where everyone gets a prize. So that's going to be really fun.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's cool. Right on.
much nicer. So yeah, they carry 40K, they carry Conflict, they carry AOS, which is Age of Sigmar. Not a lot of old world. Tons of board games. What am I forgetting? They're just growing. Their stock is growing. So,
So could I bring all my bolt action stuff and play there?
yep, yep.
Yep. Cool.
And they have a Conflict 47 league right now, started with about 10 people, and their Discord is also blown up. It's just like
Blowing up.
lots of chatter.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, so I would definitely suggest going out there. Go park in the parking structure on Green and Fair Oaks. I don't know the name of that structure, but you can't miss it. It's on Green and Fair Oaks, and then exit the to the north of the alley, and it's right there. It'll have a banner, and
Sweet.
go check it
So
out.
could you reserve a table at these like this place for LA War Games, or how does that work? You just
Yeah,
walk
it's
in and play.
yeah, it's so you can get a membership, and there's different levels of membership. You can just call and say I want to reserve a table, and I think it's $5 to reserve a table. But it's so new, you probably don't need to do that yet, unless it's like a Saturday event like what's happening on the 20th. But their Discord has all that, so if you
Okay.
go on their Discord, they are on the interweb. So if you Google them or Gemini. I don't know. Are we when we Google? Aren't we Gemini?
Depends if you turn that feature off or not.
That's true. Wow, Phil, you are clever. Yes, that's right. You can turn it off, but who does?
I
I don't.
would if I could, I guess, but
You can. It's really
I,
easy. It's just right on
Yep.
the
yeah,
little search bar. You
I
say,
gotta. I probably gotta do that.
I don't know. I like it.
I'm not too into AI so far right now.
Okay. Well, you're a teacher, so it's the bane of
Yeah.
your existence.
Well, no, I don't care about that part. I mean, I get that part because it's kind of obvious to me when kids do it. It's just, I don't know. I don't want to rely on it
True.
for my mental. I have people in my life that are just totally like it's their oracle.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm like, ooh, that's not good.
We've been asking our students, and it's kind of weird. It's a bell curve between haters and lovers on one end, and in the middle, the lion's share, 80% of people are like, whatever.
Yeah. It's
It's
like any technology,
yeah.
probably.
Isn't it just a fun Google?
Yeah. No, when you're making your life decisions off of it, it gets scary for
Oh
me.
yeah,
But
right, yeah. I like Sam Altman. He's like, why are people doing this?
They're
yeah.
lazy.
And for those that don't know, Sam Altman is the CEO of OpenAI, Chat GPT's company.
I saw Terminator. I know about Skynet. I know what's going on.
It's already Skynet. If you knew Skynet was going on, then Skynet wouldn't really be a thing.
That's true.
So who is up to date on Bolt Action? Because I'm not.
I've been playing. I'm up to date as much as I can be, I think. I'm not into the new. I saw that they came out with Japanese book, I believe, some Commonwealth, Italy, Soviet Union. So I'm happy that they're coming out faster with the books. I don't know. What do you think, guy? Have you guys bought all the books or no?
No, the Japanese isn't out yet. I think they're on
Oh,
pre-order now. I
right,
have not.
right.
Those would be the
You're
ones.
correct.
But honestly, I have stopped playing Bolt Action and moved on to Conflict 47. I like the game
Hmm.
much better
Hmm.
than Bolt Action. I like Bolt Action 2. I thought Bolt Action 3 was a step down, but I
Hmm.
think Conflict 47 is a real home run.
We brought up this conversation recently using the new bolt action rules for rolling, but going back to version 2 lists. I don't know if that would be a controversy or not, but I do like the old school lists with bolt action, the older ones. It didn't seem like there was so much random stuff, I guess, on the board, or I don't know what it is. But
It's
I do like that there's not every time it's a Super Six. So that was a good change for me.
so I don't mind. Yeah, I'm good with it. There's no Super Six. Everything's just a single die mostly. But what I don't like is the fact that like hand-to-hand combat it's worthless to do. You never want to do it anymore. It's always much too dangerous to try it.
Hmm.
Yeah, which
But
is kind of historical. It
it was
was,
True.
fun.
yeah, it was fun. Yeah, that's true. So
And
I,
that's
True.
that's one of the things I liked about Conflict 47 is that hand-to-hand combat is a thing. You have certain kinds of units, i.e., monsters, that really only do hand-to-hand combat. So they've
Sure.
rejiggered it so that hand-to-hand combat is viable for for those units.
Now is Conflict 47, never played it, pulling order dice?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a lot like Bolt Action version 3. It was built on Bolt Action version 3.
Okay.
So you're pulling order dice. You could use some units from standard bolt action if you want, but they're not as good as
Sure.
your heavily armored troopers or your giant monsters that'll rip you apart.
Hmm.
So it's similar. The point value games are a lot higher, but the unit costs are also a lot higher as well.
Sure. Sure. So then I was thinking I've bought all of the new books that come out so far, but I stopped on the Russian book. Um, I don't know. I just didn't see much difference in purchasing the book. Between because I use Easy Army, and I don't know if they've made a lot of different changes to the units. I haven't really dug into it so far.
well,
Yeah, and if you've got that or the app, I mean, I don't know if you really need the book. I agree.
Mhm. I
not
mean,
that we're
obviously, it's
advocating
nice.
that you don't buy the book.
No, I would say buy them. Obviously, I have three of them. Like I said, I'm just saying I don't know how many changes have been made between the units from the old.
Yeah, I
So
know conflict has been blowing up in Crown City and in LA War Games.
Mhm.
And you say Xander, it's not happening up there.
No, it's just because people don't know about it. If you probably introduce, I think there obviously people are lean more sci-fi, I believe. So at Xander's, there's a big D&D sci-fi group, so I think they would go for that for sure.
I know that
yeah,
some of the 40K people like conflict because it's so like crazy, and you have the zombies and
Hmm.
oh, the
I like
zombies
the
are really
Russian bears. Those Russian bears look cool.
the zombies are really tough to fight. I hate fighting zombies.
which
So
there's Resident Evil and there's Last of
yeah,
Us and all that, so that will pull in a lot of people. So eventually, I will be going over to 47 and seeing.
Nice. Yeah.
so one big
So,
difference between conflict and bolt action is that conflict introduces a second kind of dice, your rift dice, which are only for your special units uh, that are new basically for conflict, and so
mm,
they give they I think they're blank on four sides. They have special symbols on the other sides, and basically you roll them when you activate when you pull the dice from the unit. And if you get a good unit, that means your unit could actually do more powerful attacks. Basically, if you got the special symbol showing.
I see.
So like the zombies, what makes them nasty is that you could shoot them. They're special kind of veterans that they die on a six, unlike a five or six. But if they have their special symbol showing, what they could do is they could basically roll a d6, and that's how many zombies respawn at the end of the turn.
Wow.
So you could kill them, but then they come back.
Mhm.
Nice.
As good
So you got
zombies do.
so there's a pain to fight. You got to kill them quickly to the last man, and that's hard
Uh-huh.
because they they die on sixes.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know why they don't like pull some of this really coolness into bolt action. I could imagine putting commander die in your
Yeah.
bag, and then no more snap two unless you pull your commander die.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things they could play with. Jace, he wants to work on a homebrew of it. I told him I don't know about that, but I don't have time for that. But we'll see what happens.
And Warlord is releasing so many new plastic kits now for conflict. It's amazing.
Hmm.
Each all five army starter boxes are out now, and they all have like two types of foot units and then one mechanized giant mech or something. So yeah, there's all sorts of kits coming out, and they all look really nice.
Now, someone told me once that you could buy like a Sherman of Conflict 47 and use it for bolt action because it comes with two turrets. Is that?
Yep, it's the standard Sherman kit,
Mhm.
but it also has a extra resin turret for
That's right.
Conflict 47. So yeah, I
Do
actually
do
have one of
all
those.
do all units come that way? You can play both bolt action and.
The tanks do. I don't think. I mean, the two-legged walkers, the giant robots, not really. No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah.
tanks all do.
So you just use standard bolt action figures if you're using those
Yeah,
for the standard troops.
and you could bring in standard troops, but they die really fast, and they're not very
Sure,
good in Conflict
sure.
47.
Uh-huh.
Do they turn into zombies then? So, how would
That
you
would.
rate this game against your favorite BattleTech?
It's not as good, but I mean, it's still only the first wave, and they've just released one rule book, and it's a really nice rule book. It's not like a tiny little. It's not the size of the bolt action rule book. It's actually like the size of a GW rule book, and it's got like full cover. I mean, full page spreads of miniatures. It looks very much like a GW rule book. Um, it's probably maybe an 8 now, but that's because there's only one book. There's not a lot of variation yet in Special Troops, but Wave 2 should be coming out fairly soon. I'm sure there'll be a new book coming out next year because they're selling really well right now for Warlord.
And I notice your
Nice.
group has been playing it because I see your Instagram posts. So you guys are getting
Yes.
a lot of gaming in.
Yeah, we are. I've been playing mostly Americans. All the only new stuff I've bought is Americans. I got some old Germans, but the Japanese just came out. The Russians just came out, and I do like those Russian bears. So we'll see what I get.
Yeah, I mean the new bolt action looks really cool. The new Russians, the new Commonwealth stuff. I guess they have new Italians. It's just I don't need a new army of that right this second. So
That's very cool. So
yeah.
we're going to have to dig in and play some Conflict 47 if we're going to stay current.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know how we're going to do that, but we're going to try.
Nice.
What else is on the slide deck?
Bolt action or Conflict 47. I mean,
There we go.
There we
I
We
go.
just
right now I'm voting for Conflict. It's a big hit. It's got a lot more variety than standard bolt action. So I'm a
nice.
big fan.
So what are the scenarios like? What kinds of differences?
Well, do you know all the scenarios that come in the standard bolt action rulebook?
Yep.
They're all in Conflict 47,
Okay.
Ooh.
So
so you
table
can play all your
quarters.
favorites.
Okay.
Yeah, they have. It's like bolt action version 3, where you roll for deployments separately from the mission, so you could have different deployments for different missions and stuff like that. So
So
it's pretty much the same that way.
so it's really the units that are making this game more
It's
fun.
the units and the rules that are totally different. Yeah, I mean, the hand-to-hand units basically are more resilient to fire. There's a lot of stuff that's armor 5 or 6 or even 7 that are just got guys on the ground or monsters on the ground and stuff like that. So everything needs to kind of have armor penetration, all your weapons. Regular guys with rifles aren't going to be able to kill a whole lot of stuff. Is part of the problem. You
I've
can drop
seen the
mortars on.
British like Terminators, like the Terminator looking things.
Yeah, so the British have these very nice looking robots wearing their little hard hats and stuff, their little
Right.
helmets and stuff like that. Those are
Yeah.
kind of cool looking, I'll admit that. So yeah. So I mean, it's a different game. Everything, all the power level of everything is up. Everything's got more armor, but everything's got better armor piercing. But hand to hand works a lot better. Some of the new kinds of weapons, like the American Tesla weapons, the German gravity guns, they make things fun. The the special rift dice that basically could give you power ups in your attacks are also fun. So it's a. I mean, I was getting bored playing bolt action, and I'm not bored of playing conflict.
Nice.
Nice. All right, what's next?
Upcoming
Oh
events.
yeah, that's right.
It looks like I'm sorry, it's hard for me to read a little bit, but it looks like the church, is that the first one?
Yes, so that's coming up this coming Saturday at St. Michael's Church. It's an Airland and Sea Day. I know that people are going to be playing bolt action. I know that a bunch of people are going to be actually playing Cruel Seas. Warlords PT boat kind of game. I know
Nice.
there's some people that be playing that. I'm not sure what else. I assume there might be some
What's
Chain
the
of
air
Command.
game? What's the
I
air
don't know.
game?
I don't know of any air games at the moment.
Oh, I thought you played it. Wasn't it Blood Red Skies?
It was Blood Red Skies. I am
Mm,
not 100. I do not know if I'll be able to make it.
okay,
So
got it.
But that's that same,
Truthfully, truthfully, I'm 50-50 too. So
and that's the 6th, right?
yes, that's
yes,
this
this
coming
Saturday.
Saturday. So
Well,
hopefully you will listen to this episode in time.
yeah, that's right. Because it's only 6 days away, and I will
Yes.
be posting in one day. So
So if you don't
Got
listen to
it.
this episode right away, it's your own fault.
yeah,
That's right.
yeah, you should keep up on our hiatus. What's
That's right.
next? This is
Oops.
We're
nope,
back.
we are.
Um, they're
Conquest
holding
Ventura.
a event in Ventura, January 16th through the 18th. There'll be a bolt action tournament on the 17th, all day long. If you'd like to sign up, check out that website.
That's awesome. Now we have some things that we're trying to do with Major Wellingtons, right?
Yes, yes, we are. Um, we are trying to at least have a spot for everyone to go to in different areas and monthly. Like I said, I think I mentioned earlier, at Camarillo, I'm going to try to do, I think it was the third weekend of the month, if I'm correct.
Yep.
Um, and maybe probably on Sundays, I'll be holding just a standard bolt action game so that people know where they can go to have fun. You know, it's hard to, you could always know that there's going to be a game there. And I think I'll let Paul talk about what his thoughts are.
Well, I think one of the things is trying to stay with the trends. So we loved bolt action. Phil has gotten tired of bolt action. We respect that, but I think
I'm just cooler than you guys are. I mean, face it.
it's
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
totally
yeah.
true, totally true. And then we've been wanting to play BattleTech. So getting some of these hot games, because I've noticed one of the things I noticed is when people do come in and watch us play Bolt Action, it's like, oh, that's interesting. That's cool. And they walk away. When we're playing 40K, it's like, oh, what the heck is this? Wow.
Yeah.
Just had a girl come in when we were playing and she's like showing her friend, they were FaceTiming, showing all the figures, and she's like, this is so cool. So I think conflict's the same way. People are like really excited about it, and because the Tesla weapons and the Russian bears and all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff is just making its way into people's hearts. So I don't
I
know what
mean,
we're
And
gonna
you
do,
don't
Mark. We're just old
you don't have
timies,
to have the background knowledge either to play those games. You know, I mean, you need to know a little bit about World War II probably to find some interest in bolt action.
and
You
all you
know,
have to know about is zombies with conflict.
yep.
everybody knows about zombies
Everyone knows
Yep.
about and robots.
and
Each faction
robots.
has giant walker robot models. They're all great. They're like 8 to 10 inches tall. They're all amazing.
Nice.
The Japanese have the scorpion-looking one that a lot of people love. So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll always hold out in my Alamo of historical games over here, but you know,
What's the solitaire version of Bolt Action?
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But you still have a couple players up there, Trace and
Oh, yeah. People still like it. It's not bad. It's just I've been lazy on playing it, and truthfully, I'm more historical, so I like the simulation aspect of Chain
yeah.
of Command. I love Chain of Command.
I like Chain of Command because of the mini game before the game, and then
That
it seems like it's a little more, gamey. It's not so like wild. It's a little, you can get the mechanic down, and it's not gonna like spring weird stuff on you.
Yeah, and I just like they use historical units, and it's not some weird list made by someone that was just trying to win. You
Yeah,
know,
right. Katushka's coming in on the front,
right,
50 yards away from their enemy. It's like,
right.
what the heck?
Japanese with whole units of flamethrowers, or you
Yeah,
know. So
I'll just play. I'll just play
And I like
conflict.
yeah.
there you go.
And actually, I mean, I do prefer Chain of Command these days to Standard Bolt Action. I like the morale system. As your morale slowly goes down, bad things happen to you, and eventually you guys just run away, which doesn't really
Ver-
happen in Bolt
version
Action.
2 is just a great improvement for Chain of
Yeah,
Command. It fixed the double phase problem for me, because it's not such a drastic thing, and so I think it's just a great game.
I agree. It's better than Bolt Action.
Mm.
So where do we do? It's like conflict, then chain of command, then bolt action, or
That's
is it,
that's my
Sure.
order. That's my
yeah?
order.
Sure.
And where does
Right
40K
on.
fit in?
I have never played
Um,
40K.
I have a bad taste in my mouth sometimes for 40K, Paul, because it's always fighting for table space and stuff. So,
Yeah.
um, and I'm just not into it because I don't know how to Roman centurions jump out of a helicopter with buzzsaws and fight laser cannons. I don't get the whole concept. It's just hard for me.
Yeah, it's a really hard game too. It's
Right.
now all about synergy, and it reminds me of the old War Machine days where people were
Hmm.
just, they had these strategies. They knew all the maps, they knew all the zones. Everything was just clockwork for them, and so you'd come in and just get your
Hmm.
clock cleaned, and it's like, oh, that was really unpleasant.
Just the thought hit in my mind. They have a new Legion group, Star Wars Legion. They play
Mm.
up at Xander's on Wednesday. I think it's Tuesday nights. That's like bolt action in a way, I guess. Has the figures for Star Wars Legion, so I guess that would be an entry into war games for some people.
Yeah, and I've seen that at Geeky Tees today. I saw some guy
Mhm.
had like 5 ATSTs and on the
Yes,
Nice.
board. Yeah, and
yeah,
they were,
Darth Vader.
and it's a lot easier to paint a stormtrooper. It's like base white, little ink
Hmm.
here, and I'm done.
Yep, right.
When,
Hmm.
I think that's another part of our hobby that's really struggling, is the hobby aspect of it. People are not willing to put that time in when they can just
Yeah, it's
flip on their PS5.
that too, and then it's hit and miss because you think with 3D printers people would have a lot more time to make the stuff real fast, instead of building it from scratch. But I don't know.
What do we know?
What do we know?
So the church is still happening.
Yep, every first Saturday of every month.
Yep.
Eh, okay, and that's a easy park place, easy to
Easy
park.
Park. Bring some donation money for food if you want to eat, because Dan puts out the food himself. So if you want to help him out, he's just offering that up for free. So, and then play whatever game you really like. You just got to notify Dan on the Facebook that you're playing something different. Like, say you're going to play a cowboy game, then it's up to you to have all the terrain and make sure we have table space. Because if he puts an event on like Bolt Action, he'll give the Bolt Action guys the table first, I guess.
So I
So
know I know Mark goes to Xander's. I'm mainly LA War Games and a little bit of Geeky Tees, but all Crown City. So where does Phil go? Where would you
I'm
find Phil?
I'm still mostly at Lost Planet these days.
Lost
Lost
Planet?
Planet and
nice,
Torrance, yeah.
And how many
nice.
tables do they have? Because I know they were really small when I was there.
They're small. I think it's like on the order of 5 or 6 tables. It's not a whole lot. So you do have to go onto their Discord to reserve
Mm.
a table.
And is that cash?
It's free.
Mm.
You just have to. Uh, there's a large. Well, it's not large. Sometimes it's hard to get a table. Sometimes you can't get the table.
You just have to
But
arm wrestle Phil for the table.
now sometimes there's an event going on that'll take all the tables, like on the week on some weekends. So yeah, you have to work around that. But you could request a table online for free and just
Nice.
show up.
And what kind
You've
of
got your
stock do
table
they
ready.
have? What kinds of things do they mainly sell?
They have a lot of stuff. I mean, they have. I mean, it's not. It might be as eclectic as LA War Gamers. I mean, they got all the standard games, but like, there's a lot of people playing Dystopian Wars, Drop Fleet Commander, and stuff like that as well as BattleTech. So I mean, they got some games that they play there that you don't see other places.
Is Dystopian Wars the name of the game, or do you mean a genre?
But that's the name of the game.
Oh, cool.
It's a second edition of it. It's a sailing ship steampunk game basically, or actually it's
Oh.
not really sailing ship. It's more like a World War One because you have tiny little airplanes
Uh-huh.
and some fantastic looking ships.
Sweet.
So it's kind of like World War One time frame because of the planes, but they're not any ships you would recognize.
Got it.
Now,
I
do
know what
they
you're
do
talking
they
about.
sell War Machine at the Lost Planet?
I do not know the new edition. I do not know. I would imagine so. I know people talk about it on Discord. I have not seen anybody play it yet, but I have not been looking for War Machine because I did play second edition War Machine and got burnt out by that.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's interesting. War Machine started to take a lot of people from 40K, and Games Workshop started really sweating.
I mean, there was a time when War Machine and X-Wing were just as big as GW, and
Right.
that all fell apart.
Yeah,
Well, the
and
people that played X-Wing told me it was they played change the rules or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm one of the people who stopped when they got rid of version 1 and went to version 2.
Yeah.
They tried to pull a GW and no one was having any of that.
I'm not doing that.
just not
Nope.
listening to their fan base, right?
Nope. That killed them.
Hmm.
And I literally killed the game. I see it nowhere.
Yeah.
It's
I
wild.
mean, it's not for sale anymore, and yeah.
Yeah, no, they had a
Just
huge following at Xander's, and now it's totally gone, I think.
yeah. And I know the Star Wars, and I don't even know who's releasing that, but that has a following there at Geeky Tees. I haven't seen
The
it.
Legion.
Yeah, is that Asmodee? I forget who's doing that, but they're also doing Marvel Crisis Protocol, right?
Right.
Star Wars and Marvel Crisis Protocol are done by the
I
same
think you're
people.
right, Asmodee. I'm
Yeah.
not sure about the company dynamic of that, but if they still have the title, or if it's sucked up by, uh, the big giants that
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hasbro has sucked up
Ooh.
so many things. Like they sucked up Magic, right? The Gathering, and Wizards of the
Mm.
Coast was bought. Yeah, huge.
Huh.
Um,
Weird.
but Magic is still going on, and I love Magic.
Yeah, I see people spend. I think it's Magic. Spend a lot of money on those decks. 4, 5, $600 decks.
And now they're all doing EDH, the commander decks.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, so that game's morphed and changed from back in the day when you booster draft and did all that. Now it's a new format. So I guess things are changing.
Yeah.
Like
Crazy.
we're gonna have to buy Conflict 47, Mark.
I don't. I'm hard. It's hard for me to buy science fiction stuff, but I'll try it. I'll try.
You know you want to play a robot.
I mean, if you just let me play with your stuff, I'll definitely play for sure.
Oh, that's great. So what are you guys gonna put on your palette then? I'm gonna put on. I've been doing a lot of 40K. I've been doing Chaos Space Marines, having a lot of fun playing those because a lot of people just play them black, but I'm playing them the way I think more interestingly. I have each of the gods represented. So I have like my cultists are Slanesh, and my chosen are Nurgle, and my Hellbrutes are Korn, and
What game is this?
this is 40K.
Okay.
So I've
Nice.
been
Yeah, I
having
don't know
fun.
anything about any of that.
Yeah, they have really nice models, so I really
Yeah,
enjoy
no, I
them.
like the painting is amazing.
Yeah,
The painting is just if people are just doing that like that much in work on the painting, they can paint olive drab. Come on, people. You can put some US soldiers on the ground
well, they are venturing out into Conflict
here.
47,
Amazing on the that stuff.
so I think we're gonna have to jump on
Okay,
that
cool.
bandwagon. And then we keep asking. We just one of these days, maybe this Christmas break, you'll teach us some BattleTech, Phil.
We should. I mean, I'm working on stuff now. They just released a new box set that's basically cooperative and solo play. So I'm busy
Ooh.
painting the robots for that box so that I could basically run co-op games for people and stuff like that. So that's a better way for some people to be introduced to the game. So
Sweet.
Much approved. Yeah. And I know that the little Too Fat Lardy's games is a really good way to get people hooked, right?
yes.
Like What a Cowboy and What a
Oh yeah, they're
Tanker.
fun. They're fun. Yeah, those are fun.
And I think that's where our main, you know, group is going is these easier, smaller units. Um,
Yeah. It's hard to put 300 troops on the table, paint them all, get it all.
well, I know the 40K
But
guys don't do that. Like
right.
they're just they have the, primer legions. Uh, and
So I
Yes, they
mean,
have, and then giant dragon things, and
so that's one of the things that people like about Conflict 47. And instead of having a unit that's a squad of like 8 to 10 infantrymen, you have a squad of 3 guys in power armor, and that's your entire squad. So it's a
mhm.
lot less models actually in Conflict 47.
now, has anyone started like knowing 40K from back in the 90s? Any of you guys? Because I started playing in version 3, and
Nope.
it was much smaller, and it grew so quickly and just exploded.
I think I told you this before. When I was a kid, I always thought it was like something with Lord of the Rings because I saw these like dwarven armies fighting.
Yep,
So I thought it was like a Lord of the Rings, five armies battle kind of thing.
it's very similar, but they've got all these new factions now, and
Uh,
they
well,
brought
then I
back.
know what Space Marines is all I hear, right?
Yeah,
Space
that's
Marines.
all you hear about. So you don't hear about Dukari or some of the lesser Tyranids.
Space Space Marines.
Well, we'll have to get Mark a chance to play it once to
I
see what he
played Lord of
thinks.
the Rings. I played Lord of
Okay.
the Rings, and that's a Someone told me it's a similar game mechanic as Warhammer. Warhammer, we're talking about,
Yeah,
right?
right. And
Warhammer.
there's Kill Team. Now, Kill Team has always been very popular.
Hmm.
And
Yeah, I
that's,
see that. I see that.
yeah, because now you're just playing with a handful of 12 figures,
Hmm.
and that's all you have to paint up. And there's really cool rules, too. One of the guys was telling me that if you have one of his units under a piece of terrain, he's in the shadows and he becomes harder to hit.
Sweet,
That's
sweet.
Nice.
sounds really cool, fun. So that's what I've been working on is getting my 40k armies together, and then I guess I'm going to break down and get the rules to conflict and make that move, since I haven't been really diving in too much to bolt action. So who's going next? What's your next?
I mean,
Go for it, Phil.
I'm still doing BattleTech. I'm working on the solitaire box right now. But yeah, I probably would need to pick up a couple more Conflict 47 models in the near future too. Maybe a second army. We'll see. Either the Soviet or the Japanese look good.
And Mark, what are you headed on?
Well, I've put my head to the nose to the grindstone, and trying to get my pile of shame whittled down. So, I had a box of Perry Miniatures Battle in a Box Civil War units. So I just finished the Union, which was 100 figures. So I got to do 100 Southern figures now, and then I will have them done. But I don't. I have a game, rule book, Ospreys, but I have no one's ever played Civil War anywhere that I've ever seen. So I'll have them done, and I'll be accomplished. But you know, and then I'm working with Paul Hobson. We're doing the Abbeville pint-sized campaign for Chain of Command.
Awesome. So
Yeah,
we have lots to tell people about in the future. When's our next podcast?
next month.
Next month? Are we going to do close to the new year?
Unless members subscribe early and they can buy the early membership package and they can see us early.
That's a great
I mean,
idea.
I got 2 weeks. I got 2 weeks off for the holidays, so
Nice.
There we
2
go.
weeks.
So we're going to make our podcast right in the middle of Phil's vacation.
There you go.
And that'll keep us regular. Now
Nice.
we'll always try to have an episode out first week.
Yes.
So we're already in the first week basically of December. So we're calling this December.
Yes.
And we are back, and we are going to be regular, and we have
So we'll
lots of
see you
cool
in
stuff.
2026.
2026 or thereabouts.
very soon.
Very soon.
Wow.
Nice.
Well, I think it's time for the music.
Yes. Nice. Okay, hang on. You got to give me a little cue on that one.
I thought I did. All right. Have a good one, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.